Welcome back guys. In this video we will discuss about the properties of system. So first property है a system with memory and system without memory. The system with memory is called the dynamic system and the system without memory is called the static system. Okay. Now from the definition you can see the system is said to be memoryless if its output for each value of independent variable at a given time depend only on the input at same time. तो जो आउटपुट क्या है इसका yn. This from this equation we can see the output is yn and the input is xn. जो आउटपुट है वो xn की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पे डिपेंड होना चाहिए. ओके. एग्जाम्पल है इसका. नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल है yt इक्वल टू RT. ओके. इट्स से ओम लॉ को अपन कंटिन्यूस टाइम सिग्नल में रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. तो yt क्या है? yt रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा आउटपुट वोल्टेज को एंड xt रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है करंट को. तो दीज आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ मेमोरीलेस सिस्टम. यू कैन सी हियर all the energy storing device are dynamic. Okay, all energy storing device are dynamic. The system with memory, or we also call it dynamic system. एग्जाम्पल क्या है? yn. फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल है yn इक्वल टू समेशन k इक्वल टू इन्फिनिटी एंड एक्स के. इफ यू पुट द वैल्यू x k, put the value k into this one, this will be a sequence. Okay, or we can see that we can say this is the summary. So at the present value of n is also depend on the present value, past value of, it's also depend on the past value of n. You can see here this is also dynamic system example. And second example is yn equal to xn minus n. Okay, when you put n equal to 0, this will become x minus 1. So yn depend on the past value of input. Okay, so this is the dynamic system. And this third example is yt equal to 1 by c integration infinity to t x tau d tau. So this is c is the energy storing device. Okay, so this is the example of dynamic system. You can see here the retain or store the information about the input value or time other than the current time. Another example of memoryless system is y2 equal to 2 plus sin t xt. Okay, when you put t equal to 0, okay, when you put t equal to 0, it becomes 0. So 2 into x 0. So yt depend on the current value of xt. So this is the example of memoryless system. Second property है inverse system and invertibility. A system is invertible if by observing its output we can get its input. Or from this diagram you can see the system is inverse system. The system is said to be inverse system, or we can say the system is invertible if the relation between the input or output is the only one system, one to one relation. Okay, A connected to B, B connected to Q and C connected to R. This is the example of one to one relation. So whenever the one to one relation given, the system will be invertible system. Okay, please remember this thing. Whenever the one to one relationship is given, the system will be invertible. If you know this one, or if you know this one, you can find out the value of this system. Okay, from the relationship. These are the example of non-invertible. Okay, so if you put here xt equal to under root yt, xt leads to the two different value of yt. So this system is non-invertible. So this is the very important property of system. in many exams the question were asked from the causality or time inverse system. So let's discuss about the causality. A system is causal if the output at any time depends only the value of the input at the present time and in the past time. We can understand the causality from the basic example. Okay, the motion of automobile or of motion of taxi is causal since it doesn't anticipate the future action of driver. Okay, the speed will vary because of the current input of the driver. So from here you can see this is the example of summer, and this summer is the causal because the yn output depend on the current value and the past value. It doesn't depend on the future value. For causality, remember one point: the causality system, the output should not be dependent on the future value of input, and this is the also example of causal system. Let's take another example. So yn xn minus xn plus 1, if you put n equal to 0, so y0 equal to x0 minus x plus 1. Okay, we are talking about at the value of 0, and we need the information at x1. Okay, so this is the future value here, this is the future value. So this system is non-causal. And another example is yn equal to x minus n. When you put n equal to minus 1, so y minus 1 equal to x plus 1. Okay, so the when n equal to minus 1, the output depend on the x equal n equal to xn equal to minus 1 plus 1, sorry. So it depend on the future value of xn. And another example of non-causal system is y2 equal to xt plus 1. When you put t equal to 0, the yn yt y0 equal to x1. So the current output depend on the future value of input. So remember one point here: all memoryless system are causal because the system is memoryless if its output depend on the current value of its input. Okay, and output is independent of the future value of input. So if you know these 2 points, you can solve the all question of causality system. Next property is time invariance property. Okay, so a system is time invariant if its behavior and characteristics of the system are fixed over the time, or you can say a time shift in the input signal causes a time shift in output signal. Okay, from this example, from this diagram, you can easily understand the time invariance. So whenever xt is our input and the system output is yt, if you delay the output here, so output is y1, and you delay the input here, then the output is y2 here. So for time invariant, the both output y1 and y2 should be equal. Okay, so both output should be equal. Let's take some example and understand the time invariance. This is our example. Okay, y1 equal to t square x1 t minus 1. So if you delay the output, okay, so when you delay the input, you will get this one. Okay, when you delay the input, you will get this one, y2 equal to x1 t minus 1. When delay the output, we will get this equation. So So both equation y1 and y2 are not equal. Okay, so this is the example of time variance. Okay, so the system is time variance because the system, you can see when our input, you can see here. So please remember this equation. From this we will tell the exact solution. So our input is xt, okay, and the system response is t. When the system is depending on the t, so the system will be very time variance, okay, not time invariant. So the example we discussed, it is the time variance system. Next property is stability. The bounded in for Bibo stability, the bounded input, bounded output. Okay, when you give the bounded input, you should get the bounded output, and for stability of system, the output should be bounded. Okay, let's take example. Y2 equal to xt plus 2. When our input is bounded, let's take the value xt equal to 20. The yt is also finite value, okay, or we get bounded output. So this is system stable. For this system, y2 equal to t dot t multiplied with xt. So let's take xt equal to 3. Y2 we will get 3 into t. So when t goes to infinity, y2 also goes to infinity. So the system is unstable. Next example is sin t dot xt. So maximum and minimum value of sin t is plus minus 1. So this system is the example of stable because the maximum and minimum value will be plus minus 1. Next example is yt equal to y2 equal to sin xt. So this is the also example of stable system because the value of sin is it's vary from plus minus to plus minus 1, or we can say the value of sin xt will be in plus minus 1. Next example is del t equal to du dot dt. So this is the example of unstable system. You can understand this question from this explanation. Please remember, these are some basic points you have to remember. And seventh property is the linearity. Okay, and that's for the linearity, the system should be satisfied with the two properties or two conditions. First condition is additive rules, or second condition is homogeneity. Okay, let's take one example. x1 plus x2 and y1 plus should be y1 plus y2, and homogeneity क्या है, when you multiply the scalar quantity with input ax1 and another input should be a bx2, it goes to the system and the output should be by2. So whenever you add the both of the input ax1 plus bx2 and give to the system should be in the form of a y1 plus b by 2. If the system is in this form, the system is linear. Okay. So this is the trick to remember the linearity, or to solve the question of linearity. Whenever input is 0, output should be 0. This is not the essential condition, but whenever you solve the question, this point will be help you. Whenever terms gives in the cubic terms or square term, the input is 0, we get the output also 0, but the system is not linear. Okay, we will discuss some example to understand the linearity. We also discuss the one tutorial related to the property of system. So for discrete time signal, the linearity we will check from this equation: ax1 plus bx2 and the system xn plus bx2 is give the output ay1 plus by by2. Let's take one example. Yn equal to x minus n. So xn is 0. If xn is 0, then yn is equal to also 0. So this system is linear. Okay, the system is linear. Let's take the system is dynamic or static. When you put n equal to plus 2, when you put plus 2, we will get this equation y2 equal to x minus 2. So yn depending on the past value of xn. So the system is dynamic, or we can say the system has the memory. Now we will check the causality. Okay, when you put n equal to minus 2, so n minus 2 equal to x plus 2. So output at the present depending on the future value of input. So this system is not causal. Now we will check the time invariance. The question is given yn equal to x minus n. So first you delay the input. Okay, if you delay the input, we will get this equation minus n naught. If you delay the output, you will get this one x minus n naught. This equation and this equation 1 and equation 2, both are not equal. So this is the time variance system. Okay, and next we will discuss about the stability. So finite value of x minus n, yn is also finite, so the system is stable. Next example, we have to check the linearity of the system. So first example is given y2 equal to t square into xt minus 1. So our first input is, let's consider x1t is the input and y1t is our output. The system is t square x1t minus 1, and y2 our second output when the input is x2. So t square xt minus 1. Let's take x3 be a linear combination of x1 plus x2. So we can write x3 in terms of x1 and x2. So x3t equal to ax1t plus bx2t, and this goes into the system. So we will get y3 equal to t square x3 t minus 1. If you put the value of x3, we will get t square ax1 t minus 1 plus bx2 t minus 1. So you can write this equation. So this is the ax1, this is the y1, and this is y2. So y3 can be written in the form of y1t plus by2t. So the system is linear, and from shortcut trick you can directly see whenever x1 is 0, whenever our input is 0, the output is also 0. When x1 is 0, output is also 0. The system is linear. And for time invariance, if you delay the input signal, here, and after that you delay the output signal here, we will get this equation t minus t naught square x1 t minus 1 minus t1. So both equations are not equal. So this is time variant function, time variance system. In next video we will discuss tutorial on properties of system. Thank you guys.